Right here, the trunk's a little high right here. We're going to call it low right here. All right, tap it up. Here we go.
He is cocky. He is in command. He is fun. Let's hope he does start things off.
Rosado's strategy gives Lemieux chances early.
Hard right hand by Lemieux. Rosado's not afraid to, at least. And now they're giving it.
That I believe Lemieux will be surprised at the type of shots that in Gabriel Rosado.
He's been in 8 different training camps with Hopkins. Developed a strong sense of himself. As he says, I deal with a legend on a daily basis.
Early, how's Lemieux going to get him out of there? And obviously Triple G.
As opposed to the number of other guys who've been down.
No, it's not. And good right hand to the body from Lemieux.
That could have disadvantaged down just a little bit.
Lemieux's landed some real electric body shots in this first round.
On the left eye of Gabriel Rosado, he's been cut 4 different times in his career. He's had a major, really gets hit with a good shot, the left eye.
Another pretty good right hand inside by Rosado.
Love what allowed Lemieux's power to dissuade him from that game plan. He's a guy who says he's going to hand.
Fulfilling his billing, he has not only eye-catching power.
See Gabriel Rosado standing a little tall on the ropes. David Lemieux takes advantage, throws a
51. Rosado 21 out of 55. So both guys got in some veteran trainer from Montreal, who also is the head trainer for Jean Paul. We're told that that fight has ended on a second round no for Roy Jones and Russ Amber handling Jean Pascal, while
and Reed seemed very happy with what Rosado did in the first round
of the fight.
Jesse Reed now working in his own gym. Trained some really outstanding fighters back in the day, including Roger.
Get off first.
Did not get off first there.
This is a fight early on. The question is, can he be a hard charger in the latter part of the fight?
That's the point. Those kind of body shots diminish Rosado, or does Lemieux become psychologically frustrated? And
Rosado 37 of 107. So they've landed the same number of punches. Can they learn how to mix the curveball with the fastball? And
like a hard thrower, a major league pitcher. If all you got,
Max Rosado starting to time him a little bit with the right hand, because again he's throwing that fastball. You know,
you got a heater.
He's got a heater, but again, if we continue to put in some offensive work himself, good
hard
shot.
left hook, wobbled Rosado.
That's the difference maker.
Rosado fires back with the right hand. Got him trapped in the corner. Good hard left hook again, and down goes
6, 7.
He's telling Steve Willis that he's going to get up.
Because he was fighting back, partly because Lemieux wouldn't let him clinch. Lemieux did
side with his glove, and it looks like the skin has broken once again, and now on the defensive end in trouble.
And not just that, but the left eye is swelling rapidly.
Rosado is in a tough spot here. Doesn't have all of his faculty. Needs to put something on Lemieux to stop him from just charging him.
45 seconds to go in distance so that Rosado can't hold him. And stepping back in and firing.
And that's hard for Gabriel Rosado right now.
Still all fastballs. He's not setting Rosado up for everything. It's fastball after fastball.
But he's landing. But effective left hook from Lemieux to the face of Rosado. And then we see Rosado on the ropes trying to defend himself, but he gets hit with another monstrous left hook.
Swollen though. And you saw Danny Davis working the eye between rounds. Danny Davis is a pro. But in that round, Lemieux landed 20. Was big and immediate. And here goes Lemieux again.
Big shot from Lemieux. Slightly swollen.
It was a clean shot by Lemieux, a beautiful shot.
Oh, another left hook for Lemieux in there. Normally we would take you to Steve Weisfeld's unofficial score at this moment, but Lemieux.
Now the challenge for Lemieux was going to have to be not to shoot his wad, not to punch him, because that could spell trouble. Rosado is tough. He's taking punishment. Good shot from Rosado.
More easily able, I think, to absorb them because they come in at the same impact, the same level of.
Now Rosado fights back and lands a big uppercut. Tremendous action. Now here comes Lemieux with the right hand.
Well, if they exchange like this, it's bad news for
Lemieux is doing. You were right, Max, when you said he's doing a ton of good things. But to me, to set up his left hook over and over. Very impressive.
Just saw
Rosado getting into the body and pinning him against the ropes.
Early in the fight for Rosado to be this offensive, but he's having success.
That's too long. Big left hook from Lemieux.
And now Lemieux with the straight right hand. And the left hook.
Well, it's flight or fight time. He's in a tough situation. The eyes closing. He has to.
Rosado waves him in. Lemieux says, all right. I'll come in Brooklyn.
This is why the fans love Gabriel Rosado.
Rosado 22 of 48. 47 power shots.
Before the big shots come. Good shot right there, short jab. Slide up consistently late into this fight.
Think Vladimir Klitschko 10 years ago against Lehman Brewster continues at this pace.
Lemieux early, Rosado late, but early is the first 6 rounds.
And let's give it another hard right hand by
Lemieux makes
shorter fighter at bay just a little longer to try to land his shots just like that.
just get the second half of the fight. But he's got to get through this round.
It's got to be hard for Rosado with that eye that's closing. Big shots in.
But when Rosado, good right hand to the chest by Lemieux.
Yeah, Lemieux single shot that he throws.
Another left hook lands.
Ups out.
Another right hand over the top.
And Lemieux is so physically strong that Rosado's unable to.
Rosado's left eye. Very quickly, Steve Weisfeld, how do you have it scored through 6?
Should have got better. So far, it's the hard punches of Lemieux that are winning out.
I gotta say, checking to see if Rosado, how many fingers he gets. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because that doesn't seem as though it's worried damage to the eye. And I think Rosado has earned the right and win easy if he was going to win.
Lemieux is not making them to do his work to the body and the head with both hands.
And I got to break Lemieux's forward momentum, try to get him to fight going backward.
If Lemieux's allowed to come forward, he's a freight train.
Yeah, he definitely picks up. Rosado just missed with a little right hand.
You got to have real guts, handed puncher who's hurt you and dropped you and swelled up as Rosado's doing.
That's who Rosado is, a real fighter.
No punch.
That's 47%. Rosado has landed 79 of 177.
He's way too far behind. He's got to have to, if he doesn't start doing that pretty soon, he's not going to win the fight.
Lemieux's only been past the edge, however. One of them was the loss to Joaquim Alcine. I said 12-round fight in which he lost the decision to Alcine. And by the way, he says, I don't agree
with grizzled contenders, and eventually the contender puts its mind and comes through late.
So what you're saying is it's
good shot from both. Rosado's been landing a sneaky little left up.
Rosado shots later.
Still a lot of time in this fight. A little over 4 rounds.
slowing down just a bit. Perhaps he's thinking of pacing himself. Well, that was the close.
The SATs, they're giving them tough tests here. Testing peripheral.
I mean, at some point, he's not going to be able to see those fingers.
Against Wilson Rodriguez, dead blind, able to identify, to let him know what number to say. Stayed in the fight long enough.
Some more energy, and he's landing some hellacious shots to the head and the body.
Now that he's changed his nutritional program, trains different.
Because Rosado, especially in that 4th round.
As Rosado lands his crispest combination in a while.
And Gabe just goes tit for tat, punch for punch. So far, he's been on the short end of this point. What does he have to lose?
But Lemieux landed another hard left hook to the body.
Has been the most effective where you said it, where he's slightly pushing Lemieux back.
Lemieux was bothered by what he thought was a low shot. Steved him up, but didn't penalize him. Now
big left hook.
Hard left hook.
Uppercut, and then all of a sudden the equalizer that Lemieux has, a left hook to the chin of his.
Time. Too much courage for his own good. Could ultimate quarter.
Follow that line. Where's that line? Where's that line? I'm following it.
Rosado passes the test and gets to go to the 10th round.
Should I have it 88-82 for Lemieux? Punches and the harder punches. After 9 rounds, I have Lemieux up by 6 points.
Blood right now.
Yeah, Rosado's shaky, and that last shot at the end of the last.
He can punch with both hands.
There it is again. There it is again. That one he missed.
As we saw in the Golovkin fight.
The big round seemingly set. Willis can't seem to make up his mind.
I believe that's the doctor on the ring rope.
Willis is going to respond to Dr. Barry. Dr. Jordan has seen enough.
I understand that stoppage. And
Here we see a right hand from Lemieux, right on the button. I'm sure Rosado down, right hand, another left hook. They're grazing him, but they're heavy. Lemieux.